Hey, you see my phone?
Man, yeah. And?
Damn, that recoil. What?
Man, bro.
What you?
So what's that?
Damn, you broke my phone. What you
I didn't
doing?
break your phone already broke.
What's wrong with you?
I saw you talking to other girls on your phone. What's up with that? I thought you was gonna be celibate.
What they got to do with you though?
Ain't got nothing to do with me. We ain't got nothing going on.
Yes. Gentlemen, I just spent an entire evening studying the booty. Not because I am weird, because that comment section just accidentally conducted one of the biggest social experiments on the internet, and nobody noticed. But before we go any further, that was a skit.
Man, where you going?
Man, I'm leaving. I'm quitting YouTube.
Why?
Everybody watching my videos and not subscribing.
Man, what?
I'm leaving.
Man, no, don't leave.
They not subscribing.
Don't leave. Come on, miss. I'm gonna miss that stud booty. No, don't leave.
Nah, it's the over.
Those are actors, and the people who made that video know exactly what they are doing, which makes this even more interesting. Yes. Let's get into the booty.
Ain't that a man?
Janice, read.
I can't have no stud friend looking cute with a recoil like that. Smiley face emoji, smiley face emoji. Damn that recoil, smiley face emoji. That recoil is diabolical work. In my LL Cool J voice, they're jingling baby. Go ahead baby.
They're jingling baby.
Go ahead, baby.
That recoil, though, smiley face emoji, embarrassed smiley face emoji, smiley face emoji, smiley face emoji.
Thousands of likes, hundreds of replies, all saying the same thing. Now notice something. Nobody is talking about dating her. Nobody is talking about wifing her. Nobody is talking about building anything with her. They are talking about one thing and one thing only.
They're jingling baby.
Go ahead, baby.
Now here is what makes this fascinating. This is not one viral video. This creator built an entire channel around this exact formula. Same woman, same stud character, different scenarios, every single time.
Damn.
Hey, you gonna help me? You just gonna
I
sit
mean,
and watch me?
My phone. You didn't say you need some. Oh my goodness.
My bad. Hey.
Damn. What you doing?
Back up, for real.
You the one who told me to help you. All right, it's a bet. Appreciate everything. I'm finna go.
All right, don't forget your cookies.
I can have them.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, appreciate
I
it.
ain't talking about that. I'm talking about it.
Oh, nah, man, girl, stop playing, man.
Yeah,
Play too much.
you know I'm playing. Yeah.
Playing. Hey, one day I might go on here and pop you.
I don't want you to touch
No,
my ankle.
I-
I want you to touch my back. Come on, I need you to crack it. Come on.
I would, but I don't think that'd be appropriate.
You
know
see
what
that
I'm saying?
table over there?
Yeah, but
Let me show you.
Hey, you can't come in my house like that.
I can move
You
the
can't.
table.
No, my wife. That's you.
She's
no,
not here.
no,
You just
stop.
told me
I'm-
she was out of town.
I know, but I got cameras here. If
Are you
she
gonna
crazy-
help me?
Help you do what?
You gotta help my back. I need to crack it.
I can't really do anything.
I
Like
can lay you.
here,
look.
just no, stand right here like this.
No, let me show you what I'm about to do.
Oh, what are you doing?
Cause you don't have your table.
What are you doing? What? No. Damn. No, you doing too much.
Can you put your hands to work?
Same woman, different videos, different scenarios, different comments, same focus every single time. The booty is the constant. The scenario changes. The male response does not. These creators did not stumble onto something. They studied male psychology in the wild and built a content business around it. No clinical research, no Alison Armstrong, no peer-reviewed studies, just observation and repetition, and a formula that works every single time. One commenter in that section said 4 words that nobody liked or replied to, buried underneath thousands of comments, all pointing at the same thing. Feminine hardware, masculine software. That is the whole video right there.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
I can have them.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, appreciate
I ain't
it.
talking about that. I'm talking about it.
Oh, nah, man, girl, stop playing, man.
Let's start with the biology, because the male response to that clip is not random. It is not cultural. It is not something that can be argued away. Studies on waist-to-hip ratio have documented consistently across cultures, across centuries, across demographics, that certain physical proportions trigger an evolutionary male attraction response, not preference, not opinion. Involuntary biological response. Yes.
And when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung.
The stud in that clip is presenting as masculine, sagging pants, up for debate, stud energy, heart demeanor, and the hardware underneath is doing something completely different. And the male brain clocked it in approximately half a second.
Well, men are single cued. They're just single visual cued. So they can just see like a nice pair of tits or like, you know, good or whatever. And that will turn them on.
That is not disrespect.
I wanna get you home and double up.
That is not objectification. That is biology operating exactly as documented. Now here is where it gets interesting. Women know this. Not all women, not consciously, but the same comment section that is full of men saying, damn, that recoil, is also full of something nobody is talking about. These creators chose this woman deliberately. They dressed her in clothes that emphasize the hardware deliberately. They put her in scenarios that require her to move deliberately. And the audience, male and female, keeps coming back because both sides understand the dynamic, even if neither side has the language for it.
So I was a sex worker, and I got into that when I was trying to keep my startup afloat.
Coral Osborne, a former high-end sex worker turned certified sexologist, said something across 6 different interviews that lands differently now that we have watched these clips.
The truth is, women's sexuality is very powerful. Like, I use my sexuality to get a lot of things too, right?
Oh, say more about that.
And well, women weaponize their sexuality. You know, we do that, we gatekeep it, you know.
Never forget, women are the gatekeepers of booty tap dancing. Women weaponize their sexuality. And then she said something even more important.
Women want to be objectified and loved. There's a place and time for both. Sometimes you want to be made love to. Other times you want to, like, 2-minute quickie in the bathroom, you know? And it's like, that's our whole landscape.
Gentlemen, that is a certified sexologist with years of direct experience saying what gets men canceled for saying. Women enjoy being desired when it suits them in the right context with the right person. The creators of this channel understood that. They built a character that invites the male gaze deliberately, and the female audience keeps watching too, because the hardware is not just a male obsession. It is a human one.
And it's like, okay, but if you look at the incentive there, men are swiping because their genetic makeup is like procreate. Like they're not looking for long-term partnership when they're swiping necessarily, right? That's a nice to have.
Here is the thing modern dating culture keeps getting wrong. Attraction and commitment are not the same decision. Read that again. Attraction and commitment are not the same decision. The comment section proved it. Thousands of men responded to the hardware. Not one of them said wifey material. Not one of them mentioned her warmth, her reliability, her emotional depth, her character, because the hardware triggered one response and the software triggered a completely different evaluation. Now here is what makes this fascinating. The same mechanism works on both sides.
That whether we're in a producing result state of mind, what I call committed state of mind, or we're in an open state of mind, we naturally scan for strength. And this isn't just human. Watch any 2 dogs measure each other, right? So we scan for strength. And what women don't know about men choosing mates is, and so what men don't know is that women don't know this, that you guys are like natural team builders. So you're scanning for complementary strengths. You're not scanning for someone who's like you, which men have told me over and over again, I don't want someone who's like me.
Boom! 35 years of research, and she just described exactly what is happening in that comment section from the opposite direction. Men see the hardware, they respond with desire. Women see strength, they respond with chemistry. Both are involuntary, both are biological, both are real, and neither one is commitment. But here is where it gets even more interesting.
Yes, and this is where you hear too that women think because they've had a one-night stand with this guy that now that you're punching above, you know, their average there, and like that's what I should be dating, and I'm gonna hold out until I get this idea of perfection, right? So we have this whole like intimacy impasse where no one wants to stick their foot in first, right? We're in this like over preparation, waiting for perfection, and like.
A woman has a one-night stand with a high-value man. The hardware triggers the chemistry triggers the experience, and suddenly the baseline shifts. The man she was previously compatible with no longer feels like enough. Coral admitted she is guilty of the exact same thing.
Heck, like I'm even guilty of that. You know, like I'm still single. And it's like, you know, show me someone sweeter than my solitude kind of thing. That's where we're at.
Show me someone sweeter than my solitude. That is not a commitment decision. That is a hardware response recalibrating the software. Both sides chasing the experience of the hardware. Neither side building toward the software. This is the thing women are consistently not told. Getting attention is not the same as generating commitment. The booty opens the door. Character decides whether anyone stays. And the comment section confirmed both without knowing it said a word.
Hey, you see my phone?
Man, yeah. And?
Damn, that recoil. What?
Yeah, bro.
What you?
So what?
Dang, you broke my phone. What you
I ain't
doing?
break your phone already broke.
Now go back to the clip. Look at what is actually happening in that scene.
What's wrong with you?
I saw you talking to other girls on your phone. What's up with that? I thought you was gonna be celibate.
What they got to do with you, though?
Ain't got nothing to do with me. We ain't got nothing going on.
All right, so why is you tripping? I know that. So, man, you done broke my phone.
All right, bro, but why you talking to other females? I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
JB, you not even, like, what you talking about? You know, we not together. You just my homegirl. Like,
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, so what you going through my phone for?
Because I'm trying to figure out what you on.
What do you mean, what am I on? I was just just doing my thing. Like,
That's the problem with dudes like you. That's
What?
exactly why I don't even go that way. You just out here just messing with these girls' hearts. Like, you talking to all these different females. What's up with that?
I don't have a girlfriend.
So?
All of them know I don't have a girlfriend. How you gonna get mad at me?
So your heart don't belong to nobody?
She is presenting as a stud. She identifies as someone who does not like men. She is running masculine software on top of undeniable feminine hardware. And she is catching feelings for her male roommate. She went through his phone. She is jealous. She is hurt that his heart does not belong to her. She cannot stop herself from feeling what she is feeling. That is not stud behavior. That is feminine, emotional behavior running underneath a masculine presentation. The hardware and the software are in direct conflict in real time, on camera, and one commenter saw it. Some of them be crying for the right one to hit that reset button. Now here is what that comment is actually identifying. Not a claim about sexuality, not a claim about identity, a claim about the tension between presentation and feeling. She is presenting one way, she is feeling another way, and the audience sees both simultaneously. That gap between presentation and feeling is the most human thing in that entire video, and the comment section was too busy talking about the hardware to notice it.
So if there is a verb for me that comes with love, it's to have. And if there is a verb that comes with desire, it is to want.
Now we have established what program 1 is. Hardware recognition, immediate, involuntary, biological. But what does program 2 actually look like? What is the software that triggers the commitment evaluation? Esther Perel has been studying desire in long-term relationships for decades. And she asked people across more than 20 countries one question: when do you find yourself most drawn to your partner?
I am most drawn to my partner when I see him in the studio, when she's on stage, when he's in his element, when she's doing something she's passionate about, when I see him at a party and other people are really drawn to him, when I see her hold court. Basically, when I look at my partner, radiant and confident, probably the biggest turn on across the board. Radiant as in self-sustaining. I look at this person. By the way, in desire, people rarely talk about it when we are blended into 5 centimeters from each other. I don't know in inches how much that is. But it's also not when the other person is that far apart that you no longer see them. It's when I'm looking at my partner from a comfortable distance, where this person that is already so familiar, so known, is momentarily once again somewhat mysterious, somewhat elusive. And in this space between me and the other lies the erotic elan, lies that movement toward the other.
Radiant, self-sustaining, mysterious, elusive. That is program 2, not the hardware, not the physical response. The felt sense of someone who exists fully in themselves, who does not need you to complete them, who is so alive in their own world that you want to enter it. Now go back to the stud clip. She is jealous. She is going through his phone. She is demanding to know who he is talking to. She is hurt that his heart does not belong to anyone. That is the opposite of radiant and self-sustaining. That is the opposite of mysterious and elusive. That is neediness. And Esther Perel documented exactly what neediness does to desire.
What is most interesting is that there is no neediness in desire. Nobody needs anybody. There is no caretaking in desire. Caretaking is mightily loving. It's a powerful anti-aphrodisiac. I have yet to see somebody who is so turned on by somebody who needs them. Wanting them is one thing. Needing them is a shutdown, and women have known that forever, because anything that will bring up parenthood will usually decrease the erotic charge.
The hardware triggered program 1 in every man in that comment section. The software she was running shut down program 2 before it even started. Not because she is a bad person, because the formula the creators built was designed to trigger one program and one program only. And program 2 does not go viral. Fire needs air, desire needs space, and the comment section ran out of both.
What I found is, men would come to me thinking that they just wanted to get their rocks off, right? And what would be revealed pretty quickly was that they weren't being seen or acknowledged or witnessed for their full selves or heard at home or in their private lives. So they would come wanting the experience of the horror and then reconciling that when they see my humanity, and it would kind of be like a Madonna horror merger experience, which was interesting. And they would end up sharing things with me that they would never tell a spouse, a partner, a best friend, a conventional therapist. And I just found that fascinating. And for men in particular, so much of that is rooted in performance, right? And being strong all the time and wanting to have sex all the time and being masculine and being stoic and providing. And there was no flexibility there whatsoever.
Men come in for the hardware and they stay for something completely different, to be seen, to be witnessed, to be acknowledged for their full selves without judgment. That is not a hardware response. That is a software need. And here is what makes the stud skit accidentally profound. The man in that clip already has someone who sees him, lives with him, cares about who he is talking to, gets jealous when he pays attention elsewhere. That is software. That is the thing men are actually looking for underneath the physical response. And he is friend-zoning it because the hardware is not matching the software signal he expects. She looks like one thing, she acts like another. And the male brain running both programs simultaneously does not know how to process the contradiction. That is not a stud problem. That is not a male problem. That is a human problem. We are all running hardware and software simultaneously. And the contradiction between the two is where most modern relationships break down. The hardware attracts, the software sustains. And when one is sending signals, the other is not confirming, the program crashes. These creators built an entire channel around one observation. The male brain cannot look away from certain hardware, no matter what software is running on top of it. And they were right. Every single video, every single comment section, every single time. But here is what the comment section missed. The hardware is the beginning of the story, not the end. Coral Osborne confirmed it from the inside. Men did not come to her for the physical alone. They came because they were not being seen at home. Alison Armstrong confirmed it from 35 years of research. The woman men commit to is the woman who makes them feel acknowledged, valued, seen, not managed, not rejected, seen. The World Happiness Report confirmed it in the data. Men's happiness is declining, not because they cannot find attractive women, because they cannot find connection. The booty gets attention, character gets commitment, and somewhere in that skit, underneath the masculine presentation and the stud energy and the I do not like men, is a woman who caught feelings for her roommate and has no idea what to do with them. That is the most human moment in the whole video. And the comment section was too busy talking about the recoil to notice. Can't run away from biology. Listen to all. Follow none.
Manosphere, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.